What is up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are crushing it. I hope you guys are not tired. Uh, Even if it's like 8 or 9 post work. Lol, just kidding. Don't be tired. Watch some David Goggins videos. Okay, anyway, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the complete work from home setup and how work from home is going to be like a game changer career right now. Not just because Modi said it yesterday, but also it matters, right? And also why the entire trajectory of this companies, these organizations or businesses are moving into a remote based roles. They're preferring it more, not just because of the cost stuff, but also it's more convenient, but for businesses, I think, yeah, it's for the cost stuff only. You can cut a lot of costs by not paying rent in offices and all. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about a lot of value to you guys. So before we get into that, I'll just give you a quick introduction about who I am. My name is Jeet. I have been working from home since the past 4 to 5 years, and it's been around 3 years. I'm working for a full time. I'm working for the biggest consulting agency in the country, the best consulting agency in the country. So it's been almost around 3 years I'm working here, and 5 years overall I'm working from home. But I did work in a total of 9+ years of experience what I'm having. And I don't want you guys to offer me any roles or anything like that. I'm super happy with what I'm doing right now. All right. So 9+ years of experience. That means that's my complete background. On top of that, 5 years is where I work from home. Okay. Anyway, let's cut all that, right? Let's get to the interesting stuff. So my goal here in this video is to educate you guys about working from home, about how setup is important, what I use for my setup, and how this entire scenario is going to be like a game changer thing. As you might have guessed right now, I am just brain dumping a lot right now. I'm not prepared with like a bunch of like fancy scripts and all that. With some fancy, like editing stuff and all that. So it's all going to be this. The reason being, I just wanted to share like top-notch value with you guys. All right. So let's get into it. Now, I did one thing. I did prepare like a Google Doc. So I'm just going to screen share and we'll just get to it step by step. Okay. There we go. So the complete work from home setup. Let's start talking about that. Now, why looking professional online matters more than ever. Why work from home is the future. Let's talk about this, guys. Remote work is no longer a side option, it's becoming the default. It's becoming default. Companies now hire based on output, not location. Online meetings equals to your office environment. Your setup becomes your first impression. People judge professionalism visually within seconds. Yes, so it's very important, guys. Now, work from home is the future, definitely. You do have companies switching into full-time remote roles, hybrid roles as well. But I am seeing this, like growth in remote roles a lot these days. Not even hybrid. Okay, so you should definitely focus on it, and this is definitely the future. Uh, with the expensive, like oil prices and all that, so I would definitely be worried. Anyway, now your setup is your personal brand. Setup is really important, guys, because your background speaks before you speak, right? It's very much important for you to have a good background. Uh, Poor setup, people do value you as kind of a low authority, even if it's for maybe client meetings or maybe you have business meetings, you've got interviews, whatever it is. Good setup immediately builds trust, credibility, and seriousness. See, if you're serious about something, dude, you'll work hard for it. Okay. You will change it. It's more like going to the gym. Okay, if you're serious about it, you'll probably invest in good gym clothes, gym gear, or shoes or something like that. You won't just go there, right? Because again, you're serious. Again, it's contradictory to probably someone who is not being able to afford it, but at least you try. Okay. Now, just keeping all these things aside, just serious stuff. Good setup is important, especially important for client calls and whatever I told you right now. Your environment actually reflects the kind of standards that you carry. Okay. So moving on, start with an isolated room. Now, you need to have a dedicated room. You can't do it on a, like a hall of your room or something like that, where it's very noisy. You've got like some construction things going on, probably like a lot of vehicles approaching. I don't know, your cats and dogs running around all the time. No offense, I got cats of my own, and sometimes they do create problems. But I mean, it's fine if you can manage it, dude. But you should not let it impact your meetings or your business presentations and all that. Okay, so avoiding interruptions on your meetings and all that. So suddenly, probably your mom calls you from the background, your wife calls you all of a sudden, important meetings and all that. Although it's not a very big deal, but just have an isolated room. That matters a lot. So Moving on to the next, internet connection is non-negotiable. Obviously, now if there were no internet connection, we probably would not have this video, in fact, right? So make sure you have a good internet connection. I would recommend don't rely on your mobile hotspots and all that. I see a lot of people are relying on their hotspots, probably just managing it somehow. Don't do it. Get a proper internet connection. It's super important. Okay, you need like there needs to be like no lags, probably getting calls and hotspot I mean like it pauses all of a sudden, something happens, you get an SMS, your net is stopped. I don't know, weird stuff, right? So stable internet connection is always better. Probably something like a local Wi-Fi. I have got Airtel Wi-Fi at home. Probably the 40 Mbps one is fine. It's not 100 Mbps. I'll just correct it. 40 works perfectly fine, unless if you're planning to play some, like high-end games or something like that. Okay, we're not going to talk about games here. Just what? Uh, anyway, camera quality changes perception for sure. You need to have a good camera quality. Okay, if you have probably for using a stock camera, make sure it's well. I mean, it's well and good. Like Apple devices do have a lot of good cameras and all that. I do personally prefer it, but prefer in the sense I don't have an Apple product myself. I am a Windows guy. Have been it since a long time. Probably because I'm not, being able to buy one. Just kidding. Okay. You can go ahead with Windows. Apple is just fine. If your camera is not very good, Windows systems probably don't have like those good camera setups that come in stock laptops. You can go for an external camera. Okay. So like what I'm using right now, I use Logitech Brio 500. It's amazing. I don't remember it's 500 or 700, but I think it's 500. Yeah. Now, most people still use this laptop cameras and all that. Good quality instantly provides authority. Your laptop camera's resolution is low, whatever it is. People don't see you as an authority. And chances are they'll probably it might impact your authority at the end of the day. Okay. Uh, your trust and attention matters a lot. And if the quality is good, you'll definitely have good control over the conversation. Either again, if it's on interviews or client meetings, doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next. Okay, these things you guys can check it out. Make sure it's on eye level. It's not like way far. I used to have this setup before, guys. The camera was like over there, well, somewhere on top. It was good, but a lot of clients told me that, hey man, like I'm not able to do this. We don't have like a good eye contact, so it's getting a little difficult for me to communicate to you. And I honestly, initially I was like, okay, that's fine. Probably, like I'll just try to keep looking back and forth. But I just reflected on this entirely, and I kind of decided to put this setup right now because yes, they were right, and it matters a lot, right? So yeah, eye level position is very much important. Make sure you at least have your, like your till the shoulder length of what I have right now. It's fair enough. Okay. Audio is more important than video. Yes. Now people do tolerate this audio aspect. They think camera is enough. Matlab fancy camera hai, so it's done. It's not like that. You need to have a good audio too. You don't need to have like a fancy condenser microphone or maybe like a dynamic microphone or something like that. You don't need those expensive microphones and all. Uh, Quality matters. You can get like a cheap microphone or something like that. You got like a lot of microphones out there on Amazon. You can go for those. You can use your earphones if you don't have a microphone, but make sure you have like a dedicated audio source, like an input source at least. Okay. Uh, Anyways, I'm going to share this document with you guys so you'll have like a complete understanding of the gear that I use. So I use a Behringer C3 mic. I do have an audio interface as well. It's going to the fancy end, but again, you don't need to be that fancy. You just have like an some good pair of headphones. That's it. But make sure the audio output is pretty clear. Okay, and again, it's not like it shouldn't be capturing a lot of background noises and all. So you should be close to the mic rather than being away from the mic because as you can see, the punch of the voice or the impact kind of drops, and you don't want that on meetings or on interviews, right? Okay. Moving on to the seventh most important thing is laptop and your system requirements. You need to have a good laptop, or even if you're using a desktop, a MacBook, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Don't go on client meetings on your cell phones, guys. Please don't do it. I've seen a lot of people doing it. It's okay if it's an emergency. All right, you are somewhere, probably informed your clients in advance, or your clients or probably your boss or I don't know, your managers in advance. It's all good, but do not have this kind of normalized, like don't have this thing normalized all the time that you're joining on your phone. It's not professional, guys. It kills it entirely, especially if you're on interviews or something like that. it's gonna be a deal breaker. I don't know if the boss is pretty chill about it. I don't know. Then it's fine. But be prepared, guys. I mean, I would consider that as a no-brainer. You need to have a good laptop. Okay. You don't need to buy a very fancy laptop or something like that. You do have, like good laptops coming out right now, probably at the 30, 40K range, even in 20s, you do have it, but make sure you have a laptop. Something that can run at least like a Google Meet or Zoom with a note taker or something like that, and it does it well. Okay, I do have the system. I use an Asus TUF A15 series. That's it. Okay. Yeah, again, yeah. So this is the point that I missed, which is lag screen share kills momentum. Now you have a slow laptop, or probably you have your phone. Now that you want to show something to the client, or probably show a report to your client or prospect, whatever it is. You're not be able to screen share or do it from your phone. The client is not be able to see it. There's a lot of back and forth. It kind of kills the entire momentum of the call. It kills the entire authority. It kills the entire, like the chronology of the call itself. So get rid of it. I mean, do not use cell phones in all professional meetings. Get a laptop. Okay. So uh, moving on to the next, which is lighting setup matters more than most people think. Yes, it matters a lot. A good lighting setup is the key, guys. You have got good setups and all that, but the lighting is absolutely shitty. Uh, it's gonna it's gonna backfire on you. All right. Good lighting makes you look sharper and more energetic. Yes, for sure it does. Poor lighting creates fatigue and weak presence. Face visibility builds trust. So if you have like a lighting and probably it looks something like, let's say, there you go. Uh, what does it say right now? I mean, are you able to see me? Am I being visible to you guys? Does it feel good looking at me like this? Probably not even looking at me at all. I look like Batman or something like that, right? Like half Batman, Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Don't go as Harvey Dent, guys. Also, don't go with overpowered lights and all. Like, keep it simple. Get like an external lighting setup. If you don't have good lighting, it's all good. Probably get like a virtual light or something. I don't know the product that I'm using. It's a virtual light planted right there. Or if you have got like good lights probably in front of you, or uh, like placed well, make sure you have those. Your face needs to be visible for, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what matters. Okay. uh, do have like you can use those ring lights and all. I personally don't like it. I think it's more like goes into that like reel making thing, which I'm, it's not like I'm not against it. I'm gonna start posting reels soon about educational content, but it's just not my cup of tea, right? I just don't prefer it. I go ahead with like a square light, or maybe like a tube light, or maybe like a basic light, but just planted right to my face, where my face is like clearly visible and sharp. Okay. Avoid harsh shadows. Natural daylight is perfect. So trust me, guys, you see this setup in the day, it works really well. I've got like two windows right here. It gives me the perfect light. It makes it look so much amazing. So if you have like a natural light setup, do it. It's all good. Uh, okay, your background should support your brand. So background should support your brand, guys. Very much important. Uh, Not like as a brand is more like a personality or something like that. Like, look at what I have in my background. I do have a couple of guitars. I do have a few things here and there. Like there's a plant. There are a few things, right? There are some foams behind me. Uh, so you don't need to have all this kind of fancy stuff. Just make sure you have a good background, like a decent background, probably a shelf or maybe like a table. Uh, I don't know, anything that's not too much, that's not too less either. Keep it plain, keep it simple, but make sure you have like a decent background. Not like you just have a door behind you, someone just keeps on coming all the time. You get distracted all the time. Probably you have something messy out there. Again, those things matter a lot, right? Uh, it gives you a lot of clarity as well, more than the setup and more than the aesthetics. It gives you mental peace. It gives you that peace of mind when you're working. Okay, so for my background elements, we do have all these guitars and all that. I remember one of this meeting I just started, and one of my clients just joined. He was like, "Hey, man, it's a great, good background. Where do you download it from? You've got like green screen behind you." I was like, "No, dude, this is actually real." And I just got a guitar like that, and then he was like amazed. So I told him I am still into this music and all that. I do play guitars and all. So whenever I get some time. That's what this background's about. You can put something, probably something that you resonate with a lot. You can have that as a background, or whatever suits you the best. Okay. So avoid messy beds, guys. Trust me, fake luxury aesthetics, over decorated backgrounds and all that. Just keep it real, keep it simple. Okay. Work from home psychology. Now, your setup affects your discipline. Environment influences performance massively. Professional setup creates professional behavior. Super important, guys. Okay. So your discipline is the key, because if you're disciplined, you'll have like a disciplined setup completely, right? You'll have that mindset. You'll keep everything organized. Now, organization and desk discipline, clean desk. Just keep it clean. You don't need to have like a fancy thing here and there. I do have some, like some indoor plants, uh, my specs, my audio interface, my keyboard, mouse. I just keep it simple. Studio monitors here, nothing much fancier. Okay, keep it simple. Keep your laptop. Make sure your desk is clean so that you are always organized. That you kind of find all your docs in place. You got like a notepad and a pen as well in handy, so that you can take notes whenever the client asks, or whenever someone is saying something very much important. You might not be able to record it on your phone all the time, so have that. You'll have less distractions as well. So prefer to keep your phone probably in a corner or something like that in your desk. Keep it super clean. Okay. Again, I'll share this document. You will have all these things. Will help you with cable management, proper desk spacing, all those things. What you have to kind of keep in mind as a checklist. You'll have that. Now, moving on to LinkedIn and online presence matters. So, LinkedIn online presence matters a lot, guys. Trust me, if you're looking into a remote setting, you need to have a good LinkedIn profile. Okay, probably if you're looking into, let's say if you're a creator, now that depends on what sort of agenda that you have for this online setting or work from home setting. If you're a business owner, depending on the kind of business that you have, if you're more into, let's say, if you're into online fitness coaching or something like that, you teach Pilates, or I know you are a nutritionist or something like that. Probably those kind of coaches, you'll need to be a lot more on Instagram. Uh, so that's going to matter a lot. Although you can be on LinkedIn and other platforms as well, but Facebook, Instagram is primarily where you post more content and all this kind of stuff. If you're more into a SaaS business owner or something like that, or maybe you are an agency owner, then probably LinkedIn is somewhere the presence is going to matter a lot to you. uh, your digital setup is not only physical, but your online identity must match your professionalism. So just have that thing going on, like have like a profile set up at least, like a professional profile on LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever it is. Just have those basic checklists done. Your profile picture is decent. You kind of have a good, like a bio, a background, a few good content pushed. I'll just do one thing, guys. I'll just open up my LinkedIn profile once over here. I'll just share the example of LinkedIn to share a reference point with you guys. Give me a second. Okay, I think I have it here. There you go. So this is what my LinkedIn profile looks like. I'll just open it. So I use LinkedIn more often because, again, that's more relevant for me, right? It has everything that I do. So there you go. It's a cover picture. This is my profile picture. I know, guys, a lot of people talk about having a decent profile picture or something like that, very much professional. Although this is something that's worked perfectly for me. Okay. So I'm very much active on LinkedIn. So now that you guys have seen this profile, make sure you do put a follow request over here. And whatever I mentioned over here is something that I do. Okay. There we go. You got my about me section. You got featured section. You got my followers. You got my last posts that I did, and a few more other posts are here. There you go. Okay. And my past experience and all those kind of things. So anyway, so just like that, probably if you are on any other platform, then it's going to be super important for you to have that online presence. If you are a student or maybe a job seeker, you want to go out there, look out for jobs and all that. So make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile and you have it going on. Okay. So why this matters for client calls first. Now, clients buy confidence and clarity. Setup influences perceived expertise. High ticket calls require authority. Professional environments trust, create trust for faster. So being professional is very much important for authority, for trust. These are the two big things, guys, you need to be aware of when you have this online setup. Okay, like I said, don't go on your cell phone to do a premium sales call where you probably charge like 4 to 5 lakh rupees or something like that. Uh, it's going to show that you're not very serious, and it's going to probably put your authority down. No matter how good of a sales rep you are, it's going to impact your closures anyways. If you're a business owner, or probably if it's a business deal or something like that, it's just going to show that you are not very much serious about it. Now think about it, guys. picture about this, it's a business meeting or it's an online interview and you just went out there. Probably picture a typical interview in a multinational company or in a startup, whatever it is. You're there, it's a good role, it's a good package, a decent package. You won't just show up wearing a boxer or something like that, right? You won't do that. I mean, don't go ahead with all those reels and all that are going on to be really cool. It doesn't work out, guys. Okay, you've got to be professional. You've got to kind of respect the entire setup. Okay, so uh, during client calls, good lighting, good audio, stable internet, clean background, calm energy. These things are very much important. So interviews come second. Uh, yeah. So why this matters for client calls first and interviews come second. Interviews judge professionalism instantly. Your setup can differentiate you massively, especially important for remote roles. So avoid all these things, guys. Okay, even for interviews. So final work from home setup checklist. Let's look at this. First of all, we have our isolated room. We have our stable internet. We have good camera, good microphone, proper laptop or system, ambient lighting, clean background, organized desk, LinkedIn profile, or any other social profile that you prefer, backup internet or power. Oh, I just realized I didn't talk about this. Yes, now why? How could I miss this? Like this is one of the most crucial elements probably. So do have a backup power, guys. I do have own like an inverter. I have it set up since it's been a few months that I made it like permanent. It's not the one that's connected with the whole house. That's a different one. I do have it specifically to my office work. So I need a lot of power for that. Like I live in a hill station. It's called Haflong. It's a beautiful place, and sometimes there would be power cuts and all that. You know about hill station stuffs and all that, right? Sometimes weather gets too critical. You've got landslides and all that, so you need to be prepared. Okay, have a backup power in place. Not a very fancy, a powerful system, but something that can back you up probably for at least around 4 to 5 hours, maybe. Okay. Final thoughts: remote work is not casual work. Your setup is your online office. Professionalism compounds over time. People trust people who look prepared. Authority online is engineered intentionally, not accidentally. So, this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. This was a raw, unfiltered version of this entire work from home thing that's coming up right now. It's very important for you guys to follow it. Again, I'll be posting a lot of other important stuffs, guys, throughout like this, like starting from today. So you can follow this channel. I'll post a lot of value for you guys, and just subscribe uh, or just show up here. Okay. So I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys take care, and we'll catch up soon. Bye bye.